Hello everyone, this is Public Education, and today we are learning about line, segment, and ray. Imagine you draw a perfectly straight path between two dots, like dot A and dot B. This path starts at dot A and stops at dot B. It has a clear beginning and a clear end. We call this a line segment. Think of it like a piece of or a segment of a really long line. Key idea. It has two endpoints, a start point and an end point. It has a fixed length. You can measure it. And here are some examples in real life of line segments. For example, the edge of your ruler. It starts at one end and stops at the other. Or a pencil, because it has a start and an end. Or one side of a square or rectangle, like the edge of a book or door. Now, imagine the straight path doesn't stop. It goes on forever and ever in both directions. It's perfectly straight and never ends. This is called a line. Key idea. It has no endpoint. It goes on infinitely in both directions. We can't measure a line because it's endless. And examples in real life of lines? Well, this one is tricky because nothing really goes on forever, but we can imagine. Think of a very long straight railroad track or road that looks like it disappears in the distance in both directions. Imagine it just keeps going and never stops. The number line we used in math, with arrows on both ends showing it continues forever, can also be a line. Or we can simply imagine the middle line on a straight highway going on forever ahead of you and behind of you. What if our straight path starts at one point, but then goes on forever in only one direction? That's called the ray, like a ray of sunshine. Key idea. It has one endpoint, a starting point, and goes on infinitely in the other direction. Examples in real life of rays can be a beam of light from a flashlight. It starts at the bulb, the endpoint, and shines outwards in one direction. Or sunshine. We think of the sun as the starting point, and the rays of light travel straight out from it. Or rays can be an arrow pointing the way. It starts where the arrow begins and points forever in the direction it shows. And when you shoot a toy arrow from a bow, it starts at the bow and travels in one direction, maybe a ray. Here comes the practice question. We all know that the linear distance between 2 points is the shortest. And there's no straight line from point 甲 to point 乙. So we have to pick the curve that is closest to the straight line. You can see from the diagram that path 2 is the closest to the straight line, so it's the most appropriate path. To answer the second question, well, the answer should be yes. Well, as we know, the linear path is the smallest distance from any 2 points. So we can build a straight line path between 甲 and 乙. That's all for today. Hoping to see you in the next video.